Hi, and welcome to the seventh class in my series of digital marketing fundamentals. My name is Ashutosh, and all through April and May, I'll be teaching a free course in digital marketing in which I will be talking about all the aspects of digital. It's a beginning fundamental course which anybody can attend. It's for free, it will be on YouTube also. So, welcome to my class, class number 7. Guys, I'm doing this introduction for YouTube because now we are putting everything on YouTube now. That's why. You must be thinking, ye kya baat kar raha hai? We already know what's going on. So today is a very, very important class. The previous 6 classes, we talked about what digital marketing was. And more than that, we talked about what search engine optimization or what the organic aspect of digital marketing is. There are various ways by which you can get visitors to your excuse me, there are various ways by which you can get visitors to your website or your web application. Organic is a way that organic is a way of getting people on your web application or website without paying any money. So you can do it like people will visit from Google search results. We had talked at length about organic and what it takes to optimize a website for organic traffic. Now it is good time to start with advertisement, because digital ads are very, very important. It's not organic is challenging, but if you want your product or service to appear in front of your consumer and you can pay for it, then digital ads is a very, very good channel. There are a lot of digital ads. uh, at this moment almost every platform is offering digital ads. Can you guys talk about the platforms that you know where you have digital ads? Everyone, if you can put a couple of suggestions, except for Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram is very familiar to us. Everywhere we see TikTok. Yes, Falguni. So TikTok has also jumped into this bandwagon. In fact, the reason why they have these platforms is to earn money. So sooner or later, all platforms which have people signed up will be selling ads. Definitely YouTube is part of the Google Display Network, Google Ad Network. So yes, YouTube is a very big, a major ad platform which is used by a lot of companies, mostly for branding. Bhavya says LinkedIn. Absolutely, LinkedIn has set up a platform for digital ads because they said, "Ki let us occupy. We have occupied the space of professionals, working professionals. So now let us show our ads to these working professionals." Absolutely, LinkedIn. Amazon and Flipkart. Absolutely, Sri Lekhya. So Amazon and Flipkart, all these big websites, they have two kinds of ads. One ad is when they promote your product. So if I am a seller on Amazon, I can feature my product as a featured product by paying them money. But not only that, they also sell spots on their website for ads. Very, very good, Sri Lekha, for mentioning that. A lot of people don't know it. Let's Lead, somebody called Let's Lead is saying applications. Now, this is also a very, very good answer. Some people might think that, oh my God, there are so many applications. What does he mean by applications? So if I'm an app publisher, if I make an application, I can subscribe to some kind of an ad platform in which I will say that, okay, you take my space to put ads on it and you pay me money. So applications and apps, they also feature a lot of ads, but these ads are not coming from the app, usually not coming from the app manufacturer. It's coming from some third party. YouTube ads, exactly. Google is a very, very big ad platform. Within Google, there are a lot of different ads, search ads, display ads, YouTube ads, etc. So yes, these are various ads. In fact, Quora has now come up with an ad platform. Anything that you hear of, any kind of a platform that you hear of, all of them try to set up a ad platform within them. Now, the beauty of digital marketing, like the wonderful thing about digital marketing is that in digital marketing, everything is very measurable. Okay. In the old days, not even in the old days, if you talk about non-digital marketing, all right, it is very difficult to measure the effect on it. So I would say that there are two things about digital ads. The first thing, that they are measurable, and dusra thing is they can be targeted very well. Okay, so it is very, very convenient, very, very easy for us to target. I can say that only specific people will see my ad and other people will not see my ad. This is something which is a unique thing about digital marketing. All right. The second option is, the second thing which is very important in digital marketing is you can exactly measure, you can very accurately measure how many people saw your ad or how many people took action. Okay. Let me take the example of television. Okay. TV ads or radio ads. Let me try to make it more complicated. So I'll talk about television, TV advertisement. All right, guys. And I want you to hear me out on this. I am a toy manufacturer. Okay, so I make toys for kids between the age. Okay, so I am a manufacturer. I make toys, and my toys are meant for kids between the age of 10 to 15. Now I want to advertise my toys on television. How can I target kids? How can I target a target group of kids between 10 and 15? Let me make it more complicated. Kids between 10 and 15 and only girls, only women. Women between the age of 10 and 15, kids, and I'm selling them toys. How can I target on television? How can I target that I will only show my ad to these people? Give me a couple of suggestions, please. I think you can also speak out. There aren't too many people. So, 18
Cartoon channel. Cartoon
channel. Okay, very good. So I can choose the channel.
And
I
cartoon
would say
channel.
that I would not put this ad on maybe on a NDTV or on a Star Plus, but I would choose channels like Pogo, like I don't know what kid channels are available nowadays.
Yes.
I haven't been watching cartoons for a very long time.
Discovery Kids.
Okay, Discovery Kids. But the issue is that, okay, I've covered kids, but what about kids within a certain age? All these channels are 24-hour channels. Excuse me?
Time slot, maybe like a particular type of cartoon that's targeted towards this age group?
Absolutely. I can say a time slot, not a time slot exactly, but I would say the program.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is very, very important. From this, I will take you towards digital marketing. Okay, so programs, so I would say that 10 to 15. Now tell me a couple of programs that 10 to 15-year-old kids watch, whatever. So XYZ show, or maybe there is a specific show which is watched more by women. All right. Now there is a very, very big problem here. The problem is that this targeting is not very accurate. This targeting is based on, yes, Shinchan is also a show which is watched by everyone. This targeting is not very accurate. I cannot really say that my target group will really be available here. Now the second thing is, my toy is released. All right. I make an ad. So I have chosen my targeting. I will say that, okay, I'm going to go for Pogo and Discovery Kids. On what basis have I made a choice? The basis is that Pogo is charging me rupees, I don't know. Vishal, what a TV ad charges? Do you have any idea? I don't have an idea at all.
It's about 35,000 per 10 seconds.
Okay, so 35,000 rupees. Now remember very importantly. Thank you, Vishal, because Vishal knows about the industry. 35,000 rupees. The charge is 35,000 rupees for 10-second slot. So I will take a 10-second slot in Pogo in Discovery, and I will end up spending, let's say, 2 crore rupees on this. How do I measure the effect of this? I have put in the money. What do I want? I want sales. How can I exactly measure how many sales happened because of this ad? Couple of ideas, tell me. All of you know a little bit about how advertisement works. This is common knowledge. How can you measure? Go for it. There is no issues like, no question is right, no question is wrong. Perhaps what I can do is, maybe I can, kind of do a survey. All right, not really a survey. I can say, Priyanshu, there is analytics for television is very hard to come by. Usually what I do is I will measure the sales. So I will say that initially, like, you know, before ad, this is my sales ka graph. Okay, before my ad began, my sales was here. So I was selling maybe 1 lakh rupees of toys per day. Day 1, day 2, day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 पे मेरा ad आया, and because of that my sales increased to 20 lakh rupees per day. Valid, right? So one thing could be sales, fine, but tell me, was the, like, which one was more profitable? Return on investment, have you heard of ROI? I spent 100 rupees, how much money did I get back? So okay, one thing I can say that in total I spent 2 crore rupees. In 2 crore rupees I got 4 crore of sales, assuming, okay, good investment. Now if somebody says which one had a greater return on investment, Pogo or Discovery Kids, right? Okay, fine. I finally find out ki, okay, this is confusing. Which is the time slot which is best? So here it is program XYZ, PQR, ABC. There are 20 programs where I took 10-second ke slots. How can I say that which program worked better? Are you trying to understand what I'm saying? Because I need to understand which one is working better for me. Because next time when I run an ad, I can say that, okay, Discovery Pogo didn't work for us. Because in Pogo, out of 2 crore, in Pogo I ended up spending 1 crore. In Discovery Kids I ended up spending 1 crore again. However, in Pogo I got a return out of 4 crores. 3 crores came from Discovery Kids and 1 crore came from Pogo. So next time I should not at all invest on Pogo. I should invest in Discovery Kids, because for every rupee that I put here, I get 3 rupees in return. For every 1 rupee I put here, I get 1 rupee in return. All of this is called measurement, and it is very, very, very difficult to do this in television. It is very difficult to do this in radio, because these are one-way communication tools. Radio and TV ads are not, the targeting is not as good as it can be. For example, in radio, if I need to target people going to offices, what people do is they usually say that when people are driving, right, commute ka time, when they're driving, at that time you should target the ads. So you can see whenever, if any of you used to commute to work, you would see at that time it would be completely saturated with ads. You would be getting hundreds of ads at that time. So targeting is not accurate. I cannot target my exact person, and measurement is also pretty inaccurate. Pawan, can you turn your off? Please put yourself on mute. Guys, all of you, please put yourself on mute. There's a lot of disturbance. Whenever you want to ask a question, then you can come, then you can change from mute. Okay? These complications are sorted for at a very, very large extent. These problems are sorted when you talk about digital ads. Okay? The advantage of digital ads, the biggest advantage of digital ads is that they can be targeted really, really well. I'll talk about targeting at length. Today, I'm not going to talk about targeting, because targeting in itself is a different subject. The other advantage of digital ads is that they are very, very measurable. Today, I'm going to talk about how do you measure digital ads. Okay, this is a hands-on kind of an exercise. So I will be teaching you theory for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. I will be giving you these formulae to calculate all these things. Don't be scared. They are not complicated formulas. They are simply ratios. Okay, simple ratios. So I'm not going to tell you any mathematics. Don't be scared that this guy will be talking about differentiation, integration. No, all of these are very, very simple ratios. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how to measure them, and then I will give you a couple of examples, some questions I will ask you, and then you will have to quickly do these calculations. All right, cool. So this is where we begin. I'm sure you guys are familiar, in a way you're familiar with some of the things that I'm going to talk about. They're very, very common concepts which are always used everywhere else. Okay, and again, I'm going to take the example of a Facebook ad. Just like that. mostly ads work in the same way. So if you have heard of CPC, CTR in Facebook, the same CPC, CTR are also present in Quora ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads. Some things are different, but the basics are the same. So that's why I want you to pay a lot of attention to this and also, remember this later on. Okay. All of you know what digital ads are, right? So I will start from the back end. From the back end, whenever we want to start with an ad, what we will do is we will create an audience. I will create an audience means that I will create a targeting where I want my ad to go. Okay. After I create the audience, I will create the ad. There are different types of ads. You must have seen in Facebook, you see these, the single post ads with call to actions here, right? There will be some description here. There will be an image here. There will be some heading here and then a button click. You've seen carousel ads, right? You've seen these ads that are 6 or 7 photographs, like 3 or 4 photographs, and you can scroll them, right? They have a heading here, they have a button here, and you also, very common nowadays, are video ads. So you have video, there is a bit of description here, there is a button here and description here. You see this. So another part of doing digital is creating these ads. So you choose the audience, you create the ad, and then you put a budget on it. All right, budget. So you say that I'm going to be paying 100 rupees per day, 200 rupees per day to make this ad go ahead. All right, because obviously if I'm running an ad, the platform that I'm running it on will ask for money, which is the basis of digital advertising. Okay, so let me show you the process. After you put the budget in, a process happens. So what happens is, let me take the example of a simple ad. I'm scrolling on Facebook. Okay, so this is me, my mobile phone, and on Facebook I see this awesome video ad which says, oh my god, you're going to get I don't know what I want to buy, but you can buy this awesome mobile phone. Okay, you can buy this awesome mobile phone for cheap today. Just make this ad a little bit bigger. So this is a button here. This is my Facebook mobile feed. I really like this. Okay, I'm scrolling. I really like this. What do? I take an action on it. My action is I click on it, or I tap on it. Right? Tap. Whenever I click on it, I observe that a page opens up. A page opens up on my mobile phone with the offer. Okay, there will be a little bit of text or pictures or whatever, and there will be a big button here which will say buy. I'm assuming that this is a mobile phone ka ad. I saw the mobile phone ad. I said, awesome, my mobile phone is almost dead. Click, tap. It opened up an offer. Please buy today, 20% off, everything's chick, 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 chick. All right. So this is an ad. This is a landing page. I want you to understand, it is called a landing page. It's just a fancy way of saying that whenever we click, the thing which opens up is a landing page. All right. Now, this landing page wants me to take some action. Right? This landing page has not been put there just like that. So the person who's put this landing page wants me to click on this button, make a payment, and make a purchase. So what will happen if I click on this button? It will be a purchase. Okay, there are different ways. There are different things that can happen. Okay, sometimes you must have seen people are not selling directly on that platform. They're saying, okay, give us your phone number and we are going to get back to you, right? Correct? In that case, the thing could be a lead. I'm looking for a lead or a phone number. All right. There could be other things as well. If there could be one thing that I click on the ad and people just want me to read this and not take any action. Today we are going to talk about this. So it could be a lead, it could be a purchase, it could be a phone call. There could be something here which whenever I press a button, whatever it is, all of these things are called a conversion. Okay, so I want you to remember these two new words that we've learned today. A landing page, a page where I come when I click on an ad, and some action when it is taking on a landing page, a conversion happens. Are you clear about this? If there are any doubts, please speak now, because this is going to be very important. This is going to continue. This is what I'm going to talk about in this class. Please go ahead. Give me some kind of any kind of any questions at all. All right, Vishal. Vishal, example would be like I can show you my Facebook feed, but it's the same thing. Should I do it for privacy purposes? What I'll do is I'll close the recording, and then we can just go and we can look for an example. Why not? Let's look at an example. Okay, so I'm just going to pause recording right now and show you an example. I want to be very, very comfortable. I will not proceed unless it's necessary. I have all the time in the world. I hope you also do, because I'm here to make you understand. Okay, I'll be right back. One second. All right. So we are on my Facebook page. I'm sorry. We are on my Facebook feed, and in my Facebook feed, I can see that I have seen an ad from Salam Balak Trust. It's a simple ad which says that I need to donate because people are suffering. This is an ad. This is the button that I press, and it will take me to a landing page. Okay, so that was the ad. When I clicked on the ad, I will come to this landing page. The purpose of this landing page is to make me donate some money for these kids, so that they can get daily meals, street children mainly. I'll go through all the details. If I am convinced enough, I will press this button, which will make me make a donation. So when I click here, it will ask me for my name, PAN card, etc. When I put this, when I submit it, it will take me to a payment thing. Clear? Cool? All right. We keep seeing these ads all the time. I mean, these ads are really, really common. They are almost everywhere. Okay. So now let me take you through the process of measuring, and let me introduce a lot of things to you. If possible, I mean, I'm sure I would really want that you can carry a pen and paper right now. Take a pen and paper and please note down whatever is happening here, or whatever I'm going to talk about, because this is really, really important. It's the basis for all digital ads. Okay. So I want to start from a cost. Okay. Everything begins in digital ads. Everything begins with money. So I will select my audience, I will select my ad, but mainly I will pay some amount of money. I will be spending some rupees, some money, and only then will my ad be shown. All right. Jyoti, I'm going to use Hindi like in the middle sometimes, but I am going to be using mainly, but I will be repeating things in Hindi maybe. All right. So it won't be a problem. So मैंने पैसा डाला and मेरा ad दिखाया गया. So I put in money in the ads and my ad was shown. Okay. So before being shown, my ad was, it reached people. So I will define something which is a reach. Okay. Reach means that I am one person, there are 20 other people. I spent, for example, I spent 100 rupees. And in 100 rupees, 20 people were reached by the ad. Okay. However, I'll just make this. Okay. 20 people saw the ad, and then I want to define another term, which is the frequency. Frequency means that I am looking, have you ever noticed whenever you're on Facebook, you might be shown the ad again and again and again, right? You've seen it. It keeps coming again and again and again. Suppose 20 people were shown the ad twice. Okay. everyone was shown the ad twice. So I want to define a new metric here, which is the ad impressions. So the ad impressions were 20 into 2, 40. Okay, give me just a second. I'll just clear your doubts. So I will define something which is called a frequency. So the frequency is equal to your impressions upon reach. Do you have any doubts? In simple terms, I paid 100 rupees to reach 20 unique people. Okay, so the ad was showing to me, Rahman, Love, Vishal, Shina, all of like 20 people out of this class were shown the ad, but everyone was shown the ad twice.
Right.
So in total, there were 40 impressions, and there is no other way I can tell you. Isko, like in Hindi, I call it jhalak. Like you saw the ad. So there were 40 impressions which were generated. All right. Any questions? Any doubts at all? And this is something, Job, like, you know, this is how it is. Okay. Simple thing. This is how it works. All right. Cool. Now I want to define. Yes.
Sorry. What decides for the particular platform to have the number of impressions? Let's say you're saying an ad was repeated twice. So is it the platform that decides how many times somebody should see the ad, or it is basis the empty slots that they have?
Both. This is a this is a very deep question, Vishal.
Okay.
In fact, yes, this is so both. Vishal has a very, very good question. Who decides this frequency? Okay, I will give an example. I want to give an example later on about this. Just keep it on hold, this wali cheese. But it is both. The platform also decides this, and we can also decide. Okay. Okay. Let me just complete a little bit, and then I'll talk about it more. Okay. Srilekha has a very, very important point. She's saying, can we say that reach is unique? Absolutely, Srilekha. The reach is the unique people reached. Okay, so I'll just put it here on the top. And why not? Why should we have definitions? Let's have a couple of definitions also. I hate definitions, but let's do definitions because they were nice when they were in school. All right. So reach is the unique people shown ad. Frequency is X number of times. Okay. So 20 people were shown the ad twice, resulting in 40 impressions. Impressions is a measure of how many times your ad was shown. Clear? Absolutely clear? Okay. Now, I want to start now. Remember one very big thing here. Whatever ratios that we are making here in the metrics, a very, very important aspect of all these ratios is the cost. I want to calculate the cost for every action. All right. In digital marketing, whatever I'm doing, no matter how many impressions or clicks are being generated, a very important thing is the cost. How much money does it take for me to do it? So let me introduce you to another very, very important metric. It's called the CPM, or the cost per mil, also known as cost per 1,000 impressions. Okay, how much does it cost me to buy 1,000 impressions? Okay, for example, in 100 rupees, I reached 20 people with a frequency of 2 to generate 40 impressions. So simple unitary method. When we were kids, we did this unitary method a lot of times. We used to say that in 100 rupees, 40 impressions were generated. In 1 rupee, 40 upon 100 are generated. In 1000 rupees, 40 upon 100 into 1000 impressions were generated. So this is the CPM. I will give you a formula for CPM. The CPM is equal to your cost upon impression into 1000. Same thing, cost. Okay, the same thing. Cost upon impression into 1000 is the CPM. Okay, cool. Now I want to talk a little bit about the history of, like the history of like CPM. How is CPM even a thing? Like how is it even known as a thing? Okay, so CPM was a measure that was used for television advertising and newspaper advertising and banner advertising. It was the cost for 1,000,000 impressions. Million impressions, matlab, like when I talk about 1,000,000 impressions is 10 lakh impressions ka cost. Okay, so in the early days, like even now, how do you measure your CPM? Suppose I give the advertisement. Okay, like earlier, like somebody gives this. I mean, somebody says that I want to advertise on a newspaper. So somebody asks, how much does it cost for advertisement in a newspaper? You say, okay, the CPM for newspaper advertisement is 10,000 rupees. So for newspaper ads to reach 1,000 people, you need to spend, I'm sorry, for a newspaper ad to reach 1,000,000 people, you need to spend 10,000 rupees. How was it calculated? Simple. It was calculated on the basis of circulation. Okay, saying that this is Times of India, Delhi edition. There are 20 lakh copies which are printed. So assuming that you have your front page as an ad and everybody looks at it, in 1 lakh rupees, you will reach 20 lakh. All right, it is just a measure of how much will it cost to reach people with your message. Any doubts?
It's all about reach, not the conversion. No? Like
I haven't reached conversion as yet. I'm just going towards it. Okay.
So it's only about their knowing about us.
Yes. Right now there is no action that has taken place. Yeah. Even if they click or they don't click, it doesn't matter. This is the part where impressions, like until impressions, the ad is shown to people. All right. Now we will now talk about now we will talk about how it is to be done. Guys, can you just excuse me for 1 second? Okay? All right, I'm going to just pause this and I'll be right back. All right. Cool. Jyoti, which thing that you want, like what do you want me to repeat? You can just tell me your doubt, no problem. Okay, so Jyoti has a doubt about
that newspaper ads.
So I'm just talking about in the old days, like again, see, not in the old days exactly. I'm trying to make you understand what is the importance of CPM. CPM is a way by which you can measure how much it costs to take your message to people. For example, so in earlier times, so this was called cost per million. So it was basically cost of reaching 1,000,000 people. So I gave an example that I spent rupees 1 lakh. Okay, I gave an ad in Times of India. The Times of India ad had a circulation of 20 lakhs. Okay, so now I can measure, right? For 1 lakh, I got 20 lakh. Okay, how much did I get for 1,000,000? Okay, so that is the whole thing. We don't want to talk about million here because million will be too much of a cost. Now we talk per 1,000 impressions. So what is the cost per 1,000 impressions? Okay. So now we've measured two things. We have talked about the frequency. We've talked about the CPM or the cost. Okay. Later on, I can talk about what is the importance of these things and how we can use them to, measure a lot of things. But abhi, I want to continue. Now, I spent money, reached people at this frequency, generated this many impressions. What is going to happen next? A click. Okay, a click or a tap, right? Because people will take some kind of an action on an ad. Like I showed you the ad. People clicked on the ad to take some kind of action on it, right? So this is the click. Assuming that in 100 rupees I got 40 impressions, let's assume that I got 10 clicks. Okay, now this is something that I've already shared. There is another ratio that is created here, which is called a CTR. I'll write it here. It's called a CTR, or the click through rate. The CTR is equal to clicks upon impressions into 100. Simple ratio. Out of 100 people, how many clicked? It is a percentage of people who were shown the ad and who clicked on it. Nothing simpler. So here, what will be my CTR? I'm sorry, my CTR. It will be 10 upon impressions 40 into 100, which is going to be 25%. Makes sense, right? 10 people out of 40, 1 person out of 4, 25% click-through rate. Okay? Tell me, what will the click-through rate depend on? You might think that, okay, it definitely depends on the clicks and the impressions, but the click-through rate is actually a function of the ad. If I like the ad, I will click on it. If I don't like the ad, I will not click on it. For example, हमारा toy manufacturer है. So this toy manufacturer who makes this toy for 10 to 15-year-old girls, kids, all right, this toy manufacturer, he started learning digital marketing, and what he did was he created an audience. So he created one audience in which there were men of age 25 to 50. So you're showing a toy ad to men or women, right? Like I'm specifically saying that you're showing a toy which is meant for girls to men in the age of 25 and 50. I will see the ad, impression will be generated, no problem, because you're pushing money. You're putting money, so impression will be generated. But will any clicks be generated? A few people might click. Maybe if I am 40 years old and I have a daughter who's 10 to 15 years old, maybe I'll click on it. So the thing that it depends on is the targeting and also the ad. Because suppose I am targeting it to the right people and there are two ads. Okay. One ad says that, there is a 10% discount. And the other ad says, oh my God, there is 80% discount right now. Okay, you've seen these ads saying, okay, there is a 80% discount. Which ad will you click on? This ad will have a greater CTR than this. Definitely. Okay, Jyoti, like Jyoti is asking, what is the difference between impressions and clicks? Impressions is until something is just shown. Click is an action. All right, I'll show it again. All right, no problem. I will take my time. When all of your doubts have been resolved, okay, only then will I proceed. Please don't worry about it. All right. So here is my ad. Very nice ad with nice pictures and a button. This ad is shown to me. This is an impression. Okay, I saw this ad. Just saw. I'm scrolling through Facebook. I saw it. I saw it. That's it. Even if we are talking about ads, you see a lot of ads which are generated on on Times of India, India Times, right? Whenever you go to a website, there are so many ads around. So that is also an impression. You just saw it. You saw it, even if you didn't see it. Sometimes we don't see it, but it was shown to you. Okay. After that, what I do was I like this, so I tap on it. That tap is called a click, which takes me to another page. Simple. Like try it next time. Next time, whenever you see a Facebook ad or any kind of an ad which is served to you, so, remember my voice. In your head, you should say, "Ha, this is what Ashu meant when he said that. This is an impression." So now Facebook is giving me the impression of the ad. And when you click on it, realize, oh, and another very important thing is always realize that when you're doing a click on a Facebook ad, somebody is losing some money. Okay. So always remember that whenever you click, some 5 rupees or 10 rupees or 2 rupees is being deducted from somebody's account, because those ads are not shown for free. Those impressions come with a cost. All right. So let me define the CTR or the click-through rate as the CTR is equal to clicks upon impressions into 100. Cool? Okay. Now, once I click and I come on the ad, so I came on the Salam Balak Trust ad, right? I came on the Salam Balak Trust ad. If I wanted to donate, and I would have donated, because they asked me for my PAN number, my name, address. If I would have put all of it, probably when I would have hit donate, it would have taken me to a payment page on Razorpay or any like website for taking payments. And then if I would have paid, it would have made a conversion. Some action was taken and a conversion happened. All right. Now, as soon as conversion comes, I can define 2 more things with conversion. One would be my conversion rate. Just like click-through rate, there is a conversion rate, but conversion rate happens on clicks. So suppose 10 clicks and out of them 2 people converted. 2 people. My conversion rate is equal to conversions upon clicks into 100. Simple ratio, percentage of people who converted. Okay, here conversions are 2, clicks are 10 into 100, 20% conversion. Same thing, 10 people came, 2 people converted, 5 people came, 1 would have converted. Simple maths, simple 5th standard maths. Okay, so 1 out of 5 converted, 1 out of 5 is 20%. All of you would know 1 out of 4 is 25%, 1 out of 5 is 20% conversion. Okay, and let me define another thing here. I can also define the cost of conversion. Right? Observe this. Everywhere when I'm talking about all these things, I first define a ratio and then I define a cost. All right? Oh, I forgot one other thing. I forgot one more thing. Let me finish. Before this, let me do one more thing. I'm very sorry. I missed it out. So there will also be a cost per click. Right? So I will define from here, I will define something which is a cost per click, which is also called the CPC, which is simply equal to your clicks on, I'm sorry, not clicks, cost upon clicks, simple ratio. So I got 10 clicks for 100 rupees. My cost per click is 100 upon 10. It is equal to 10 rupees. In 10 rupees, I'm getting 10, I'm sorry, in 100 rupees, I'm getting 10 clicks. In, Okay, in like for every click, for one click, I'm paying 10 rupees cost per click. Simple. Nothing could be as simple. This is something which is measured, very measured. It's something which is about, so we can say that, okay, LinkedIn has a cost per click of 200 rupees. Facebook has a cost per click of 5 rupees. So maybe I should not advertise on LinkedIn for 5. If I'm saying that I only need clicks, I would better advertise on where I'm getting cheaper, clicks for cheaper. Similarly, there is something that I can define, cost per conversion. Cost per conversion is equal to cost upon conversions. In this case, I spent 100 rupees to get 2 conversions. So my cost per conversion is 100 upon 2. It is equal to 50 rupees per conversion. In 100 rupees 2 conversion, one conversion in 50 rupees. Cost per conversion. Once again, impressions happened, a cost per impression. Okay, click happened, there was a click-through rate. So how many people who saw your ad clicked on it? Okay, that percentage is click-through rate. Now, how much did a click cost you? So ratio, first I'm talking about a ratio and then I'm talking about a cost. So I spent 100 rupees to get 10 clicks. All right, per click I'm paying 10 rupees. Cool. Similarly, conversions, I got 2 conversions. So for 100 rupees I got 2 conversions. My cost of conversion is 50 rupees per conversion. My conversion rate, there were 10 clicks and out of which 2 converted. So my conversion rate is 2 divided by 10 into 100 is 20% conversion. Cool. I want you to note down all the formulas, obviously, but I also want you to think about it for a moment. Any kind of a doubt, any sort of a doubt that you have, even if you understand ki abhi tak I don't understand what the frequency is, let me know. Okay, let me put these formulas in a nice way first. All right, there's a bit of a hodgepodge here. Okay, so let me define all these things. The things that I defined was reach, frequency, impressions, clicks, conversions. I spent money to reach people. I showed them my ad twice to gain impressions. Some of the people who were interested clicked on it. Some of the people who clicked on it converted, paid me money, bought my product, sent me a lead, called me, whatever. There are so many things that can happen which can be conversions. Simple ratio between impressions and reach, frequency. So let me define it here. One formula, one. Second, the CPM, cost for reaching 1,000 people. The click-through rate, how many people who saw the ad actually clicked on it. The cost per click, how much did it cost me to get a click. Cost per conversion, cost of conversion. Okay, so this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and conversion rate 6. Cool. That's all there is to measurement. Like in a way, we can also define so many other things, because when I talk about videos, when I talk about other things, it will not be a cost per click, it will be a cost per video view, right? But that is all, those are also all related. They're also ratios. I want you to first understand this, all of this before we move ahead. And I will also give you a couple of live examples. I'll give you examples from my own dashboard of live ads that are running. I want you to first calculate all these things. Okay, and once we understand this, we will move ahead and then we will talk about what is the importance of this, why are we reading all of this. But congratulations, you've just learned your first lesson in ads, and I'm sure if you will become, and I'm sure you'll all become digital marketers, famous digital marketers who will be running ads, and at that time you will be using this on a day-to-day basis. Your boss will be after your life saying, oh my god, ये CPC क्यों बढ़ रहा है? Cost per click कल तो 2 रुपए का, like yesterday the cost per click was 2 rupees. Now I'm paying 10 rupees per click. What did you do? Please do something. Vishal, please do something. Rahman, right? Your boss will be eating your brain saying, oh my god, what did you do? You showed the ad 20 times to the same people. They got bored of the ad. Why is this frequency so high? Your boss will be saying, oh my god, you're selling, and I'm giving all bad examples. Let me give it for me. So Ashu, what he did was he was selling something on e-commerce. He was selling this cup. Cup cost was 50 rupees, but cost per conversion was 500 rupees. Ashu got fired. Oh my god, for selling a 50 rupee thing, you are spending 500 rupees. You think I'm an idiot? I know. I learned in class, cost per conversion I calculated. Okay, to find out what it was. All right. I want you to take examples. All right. One second, please. Okay, I'll start with an example. One moment. Pen and paper, everything ready? One second, please. Okay. Ready? Okay, ready? Everyone ready? Pen and paper ready? Rahman is ready. Cool. Okay. Okay. I will be very teacher-like when I'm teaching this. So please note down. Please don't make me repeat. Everybody, pen, pencil ready. Please don't miss in class. All right. Okay. So ABC company wants to get sign-ups for its application, web app. And so they run a campaign on Instagram. They run ads on Instagram. In the month of April 2020, they spent 95,891 rupees on this campaign.
Sorry,
and they reached, yes?
Sorry, can you repeat the amount?
Yeah, the amount is 95,891 rupees. And they reached they reached 11,82,790 people. Okay, once again, 11,82,719 people were reached, and these are real numbers. This is the kind of numbers that you see. Can you imagine? In 95,000 rupees, they have reached 1 million people. That is very good for digital marketing. Okay. So they spent 95,891 rupees to reach 11,82,719 people with a frequency of 2.16. Okay. 16,726 clicks were generated. Out of which 2,764 signed up. Or converted. Okay.
Sir, can you
When I'm
please
saying
repeat
sign
the
up, I
digit?
mean converted.
So can you please repeat for clicks and signed up digits?
Yeah. So the clicks that were generated were 16,726. And from these clicks, 2,764 people converted. Okay, I'm not saying signed up, I'm saying converted. Okay, should I repeat again? ABC company decided to get sign-ups for their application. They decided to spend money to advertise on Instagram. In the month of April, they spent 95,891 rupees on Instagram ads, reaching 1182719 people with a frequency of 2.16. This generated 16726 clicks that generated 2764 conversions. Please calculate the CPM, CTR, click-through rate, CPC, cost per conversion, and conversion rate. Okay, I'll give you some time. I'm going to stop recording. I'll just give 5 minutes. I'm also going to get some water. Okay, I want you to calculate all of this and I'll be right back. Rahman, it's okay, you got it, right? I've repeated everything. Everyone got it? Like, just raise your hand if you didn't. Rahman, you got the question, right? I think completely. Yeah. Okay. Calculations, please. Okay. Answers coming in. Sheena first. Sheena is. Anu, do you want to know the impressions again? The impressions were. Oh, no. Why should I tell you the impressions? I've already given you what the impressions are. You have to calculate the impressions. This question will not be that simple, right? You can calculate the impressions, right? I've given you a reach and frequency. Sheena, can you check the CPM once again? I think CPM is not right. You're missing one decimal place.
Okay.
CTR is correct. Bilkul theek. Na, CPC again you got wrong, Sheena. Nahi. CPM 8.1. No. CPM 8.1 nahi. Conversion rate, okay, 16.52. नहीं गलत हो रहा है. Brinali, no, wrong. CPC, yes, 5.73, exactly, 5.73 CPC. What is the confusion here? You can calculate, like there is a big problem with people creating, like calculating CPM. CPM को ना ऐसे calculate कर लो. Like I think, like in the previous when I told you, I made a bit of a mistake. Okay, my mistake. I'll give you the formula is here, CPM ka, but I want to see CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions, right? So I'm saying that in, I'm getting my 2552382 impressions for 95,891 rupees. Okay, one impression I will get for 95,891 upon 2552382, and 1,000 impressions, how much will I get it for? 1,000. Last time I made it opposite, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is CPM is simply cost upon impressions into 1,000. Ye dekhiye, cost upon impressions into 1,000. How do you get the impressions? You get the impressions by multiplying the reach and the frequency. All right. Anybody has any doubts? One second. Perfect. Sheena, you got the CPM. Perfect. Pratyush, no, this is not the CPM. What did you do? CTR, yes, it's 0.66. Everybody is missing on the CPM. I think. That's because I think I gave the formula wrong in the beginning. CTR, you got it. CPC 5.73, Pratyush, Bilkul ठीक. Conversion rate 16%. Conversion rate very, very simple. All right. Simple conversions. There were 2762 conversions from 16,000 clicks. So 2762 divided by 16,000. ठीक है ना? Everybody is getting that? Yes, Priyanshu. 2554673. Yes. Those were the impressions. Cool. ठीक है. Falguni, you're correct. CPC is 5.73. Brinali, bilkul correct. CPC 5.733. CPM 37. Perfect. 37. This is where it will come up to be 9,95,000 divided by 25 million, 2.5 million around into 1,000. Cost upon impression into 1,000. And I would appreciate it if you don't rectify the the thing. Anand, you're sharing your screen. It's really like my advice that you don't cram up these formulas. They are kind of natural. Just go with the flow. Simply, they're nothing but ratios. This divided by this divided by this, and costs. And simple cost ratios. That's it. Yes, these are real numbers. Absolutely real numbers, Priyanshu. What was the cost per conversion that you guys came up with? Cost per conversion? I don't think anybody has calculated cost per conversions. Cool? Perfect. 34.69. Absolutely. Falguni, 34, 38. There can't be a difference, right? I mean, come on. 95, 95, you spent 95,000.
I wrote the wrong number. I got it. Thanks.
You got it? Everyone got it? Simple, right? There is nothing to it. And you don't have to do these calculations again. Okay. It's like you'll see a dashboard. You'll see a dashboard in which all these numbers will be there. But obviously, somebody asks you what these numbers stand for, you must do it, right? So this is not really a test key. This will come in an exam. I really love it when, us Indians, whenever we think that, okay, there are formulas and there are exams to be given, we are very happy because there will be a right answer and a wrong answer. Cool? Anybody has any doubts at all, please speak now. Do you want another question?
No, sir.
Okay. This is okay. So the only trick in this question was I had not given you the numbers for impressions. Okay. I've given you reach and frequency. So all you needed to do was, because you need impressions to start calculating the CTR, click-through rate, you needed to just calculate the impressions. That's it. Okay. So that was the only trick. There wasn't any, this wasn't a tricky question as such. Okay. Now let me give you a different question. Okay, ready? All right. In the last 14 days, In the last 14 days, Ashu has been running a video ad on Facebook. Okay, last 14 days, Ashu has been running a video ad on Facebook. On this video ad, he has spent 6,251 rupees, which has generated 488,009, 48,809 impressions at a frequency of 1.44.
Can you please repeat the cost?
Yes, at 6,251 rupees, Ashu ran a video campaign. This is kind of different. I ran a video campaign and it generated 488,009 impressions at a frequency of 1.44. Okay, this video was viewed 64,934 times.
Sorry, if you could repeat that, 64,000.
934 times. Okay, and it resulted in 100 link clicks.
Zero 8 clicks. No?
100, 100, 100, 100 clicks. No conversions. Okay, I'm not talking about conversions here. Okay, please calculate the CPM, the CPC, the CTR, click-through rate, and also the cost per video play. Okay, I've added a bit of a trick here. Only the brilliant students will understand this. Not the brilliant ones, only the attentive ones like Vishal, my dear friend, will understand this. And also close contender, all the other serious people. Should I repeat the question again? Should I repeat the question overall? Or did you get it? I think you got it, right? All of you got the... Yes, Rahman. Impressions were 488,009 impressions. No, 009. You've forgotten 10. Okay, let me repeat. Video ad, amount spent 6,251. Okay, so Ashu ran a, excuse me. Ashu ran a video ad on Facebook. He spent 6,251 rupees. Thank you, Vishal. 6,251 rupees and 488,009. 48,000. I'm sorry, 4,88,009 impressions were generated at a frequency of 1.44. Okay. This ad resulted in 406,464 video plays and 100 link clicks. I want you to calculate the CPM, the CTR, the CPC, and cost per video play. I've added this cost per video play as a different thing. If you would have understood, if you understand, if you can calculate cost per video play, you have understood what I've talked about. Full marks to everyone. Awesome. Awesome. The number of times it was viewed was, the video views were 406,464. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get that number. What did you mention? Sorry, Ashu.
So the video was played 4,06,464 times. 406,464 times. No, Bhavya, that's not the CPC. How did you calculate? You can see Vishal has put the calculation also there in the comment section. Simple cost upon impressions.
Ashu, I'm really sorry, I'm a bit lost. What was the number? 406?
Video plays is 406,464.
Okay. That's video clicks, right?
Video views. Clicks for 100.
Sorry, video views. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
video.
clicks for 100. No, Priyanshu, not cost per video click can't be 10 rupees, right? I think you've reversed it. If I'm generating 4 lakh video views, like more than 4 lakh video views for just 6,000 rupees, it has to be very, very less, na? It is, you have to put the cost on top, video views at the bottom. This is just something I not invented. It is something I added. It's equivalent to a cost per click or a cost per conversion, cost per video view, video play. So it's going to be the opposite. Anu, there are no conversions here. I didn't even mention conversions at the moment, right? I was just asking you for the cost per click. 100 clicks have happened, all right, in 6,000 rupees. No, CPM is wrong. You have a decimal galat. It's 12.8. People are getting confused.
Sir, how many?
Okay, let me do this. Let me do this one. Okay.
Sir, how many?
You got it. Cost per video view. You got it. Priyanshu, that's the CPM, right? Okay, you got it. 6251 upon. Yeah, you got it. Shina, CPC 62. ठीक है. CTR 0.2. बिल्कुल. Cost per video click. बिल्कुल. Perfect. Perfect. You got it, Shina. All right. I don't think I have to do it. It's done. Okay. Let's lead is also 12.8. It was a typo. Correct. Perfect. Simple, right? Simple ratios. Let's lead 12.8. Perfect. CPC 62.51. Awesome. CTR 0.2. Yeah. Cost per video view 0.138. Awesome. You got it, Vishal. Yeah, right. Like 6,000 rupees I've spent. 6,251 rupees to get 100 clicks. Simple ratio. Every click is costing me 62 rupees. Awesome, guys. Now, if anybody has a doubt, please do not fear. Ashu is here. No question is stupid. Okay, I have become who I am only in digital marketing. I do know something by asking stupid questions. And I still keep asking stupid questions. I still keep getting confused. Did you just see I got confused in CPM even now? I reversed the CPM. Priyanshu, very, very simple. Cost per video view. I have spent 6,200 and what was the figure? Okay, I spent 6,251 rupees to generate 406, all right, 464 views. Simple example, okay? I spent 100 rupees, okay, to generate 10 clicks. All right. I spent this much to this. So this is just a ratio. 6251 upon this. 6251 gave me this many views. All right. Per per view is will just be a division of this. Clear, right? Everyone? Simple. So a cost per video view was just a trick that I gave you. Because later on there might be a cost per hundreds of things. Maybe I'm measuring cost per rocket view. Somebody defines a rocket view. Somebody defines a Facebook ad explosion. You know what I'm saying? X, Y, Z, ABC. Hundreds of things can happen in Facebook. But if you remember that this is the cost, just divide the cost with whatever happened, video views, engagement, clicks, conversions, to simply give you the the ratio. Yeah, correct. CTR is very, very low. Okay, simple. Yes, Vishal, I really like it that you're putting them, they're typing them, right? Only 100 leads were, 100 clicks were generated is very, very less, obviously. And obviously, 4,88,000, impressions happened. So click-through rate is very, very low. Perfectly makes sense. This number makes sense.
Now, just the cost per video play.
Yeah.
Will be?
Yeah. Cost per video play will be like total money upon video plays.
Total money.
Right, it will be very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. I'm getting so many views, 4,06,000, 464 for 6,251 rupee for so it's so cheap. I think how much will be the cost per video play? So have you calculated? Somebody has calculated, right? Yeah, like 1 paisa. No, 13 paisa, 0.138 rupees. Yes. Cost per video play is like a 0.015. 0.015 when you divide it. Yes, 0.015. Yes, correct, Vishal. Anu, you got it. Perfect. Awesome class. Great. Okay, so you understood. I don't think I have to repeat it. Simple ratios. You can Google it anywhere. These ratios and everything that I've talked about. You can talk about you can look at these formula anywhere. They're available almost everywhere. These things, and they're not difficult. They're simple ratios. I want to bring out one last thing before we close this class. I don't want to make this class very, very difficult. Like I don't want to tell you 20 other things. Okay. I'll talk about a couple of things here. Okay, so it is not necessary that the only actions that happen on ads are clicks and conversions. If it's a video ad, then you have different metrics which are video plays. Okay, suppose it is a Facebook post. You put a post on Facebook and you promote the post. It's possible to promote posts on Facebook also. So if you do that, there is something which happens which is called an engagement. I mean, a lot of things happen on posts. People like the post, people react on the post, people share the post, people comment on the post, right? All of this, like, share, react and comment, is engagement. All right, so I can define some other things. Let me make a small example here. Very, very small, simple example. I spent, my cost is 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees I spent, and I got, let's say I got like whatever impression or reach I got. This 100 rupees gave me 1000 engagement. I spent 100 rupees. by spending 100 rupees, the total like, share, comment, reacts are 1000. So what is, can I define a cost of per engagement? It is equal to 100 upon 1000. 10 paisa. Okay. I define, let me break it down. So I will say out of this engagement, I spent 100 rupees. I got 50 likes. Not 50 likes, let's say 10 likes I got on that post. Cost per like, yeah, let me not call it like. Aajkal like it's not called, it's called a reaction, because there are different reactions. Recently there has been one reaction which has been added. You know what I'm talking about, right? You use Facebook a lot, right? So earlier there was only a like, then they have the love, they have the, like, you know, they have a love wala like react, they have a wow react, they have an angry react, right? And now they have a care react, right? Exactly, Vishal. Care, smile with a heart. So let me say that the reactions are 10. Okay, so the cost per reaction, how much will it be? It will be 10 by 100. All right, this is not 10 paisa, I'm sorry, this is like, you know, yeah, this is 10 paisa. Kya ho gaya meri math ko? This is also 10 paisa. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to me here? Cost per reaction. So this is equal to 100 rupees. Mein I got 10 reactions. So this is 10. This is 0.1 rupees. Okay, so this is rupee 10. So the cost per reaction is 10 rupees. The cost per engagement is, like, you know, 10 paisa, 0.1 rupees. Okay, cool. Yes, let's read. It's like 100 upon 10. I got confused. 10 rupees. So I can keep talking so many things. I can talk about, you know, so many things like, you know, video views, engagements, shares, comments. As long as there is a cost associated and I know what has happened, I can always calculate the cost. And if I have these ratios between them, I can calculate the engagement rate or whatever. Okay, for example, 1000 engagement were received and the impressions were 2000. What is the engagement rate? 1000 upon 2000. All right, 2000 out of 1000 impressions, 1000 people engaged. So I can define a cost. I can define an engagement rate which is equal to the engagement upon impressions into 100. 50% engagement, right? Out of 1 out of 2 reacted, they did something here. So that's the engagement rate. Similar to the click-through rate, similar to the conversion rate, right? Nothing. It's very, very simple. No rocket science involved in this at all. Simple ratios. But then these ratios are very, 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 very important. Okay, very quickly, I'll take 10 minutes because just talking about these numbers is not good. I have to talk about the, you know, like what is the significance of these numbers also. All right, 1 second, I'll put you guys on hold. If you can just give me a moment, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I can proceed. Cool. Okay, Vishal. I'm going to talk about the importance of these things now. All right, it's very important to understand. These numbers are nice. They're very nice to look at. All right, and you must also be very happy. Okay, we've learned all these numbers. I am going to tell you the significance of these numbers. Let me put down these numbers once again, and from now onwards, I will straight away refer to these numbers, and I will assume that you understand what these numbers are all about. Okay, even if you haven't understood them now, just go Google what is a CPC, what is a CPM, etc. You can get everything. You know, everything that I've learned in digital marketing, it is through Google Baba. Every time I go to Google Baba, even now I have a lot of doubts. I have to go there and I have to look at websites and solve my doubts. Okay, so we have a cost results in reach with a certain frequency results in impressions. Impressions will result in clicks. I'm sorry, impressions will be generated at a CPM, which will result in clicks, which will be generated on a CTR. There will be a click-through rate, clicks upon impression, and a CPC, cost per click, okay, resulting in conversions, okay, with a conversion rate and a cost per conversion. Okay, whatever. When I'm saying clicks, it might also be video views, engagement. There are thousands of things that can happen. All right, all of them are the same. Okay, very, very important. All right, frequency. Frequency is the number of times the ad is shown. Usually, what we have seen is there is a direct relationship, like there is a relationship between the frequency and the cost. So if I plot the cost here and I plot the frequency here, initially the cost is low, but as the frequency starts increasing, the cost also starts to increase. This is a phenomenon which is known as ad fatigue. You keep seeing the ad again and again and again. Now you understand what is the importance of frequency. This ad was shown to me once. I was very happy. I clicked. I'm sorry. When I talk about cost, it's not cost here. This is cost per click or the CPC. All right. So I observed that until my frequency was 1, I was paying 1 rupee for click. Okay. Then my frequency increased to 2. I started paying 2 rupees per click. However, as the frequency reached 4, this cost per click increased and it became 10 rupees. This is because that ad has been shown again and again and again. It has been shown so many times that the person who this ad has been shown to is now bored of the ad and they are not clicking on it. It's called ad fatigue. So the thing with frequency, the first thing that I say is people will say, oh my God, this ad has been running for 2 weeks. Yaar, cost per click yesterday was 2 rupees. It was like last week, it was 2 rupees, 3 rupees. But today I woke up in the morning and I see that I'm paying 10 rupees per click. I will say, okay, check your frequency. He'll be like, oh my God, the frequency has risen to 4. I said, yes, you're showing the same ad to the same audience again and again and again. And they don't want to do anything. Whosoever wanted to click on it has already clicked. Now everyone is bored. You're just wasting money showing impressions. You know, you're wasting money in CPM, but there is no action taken. Okay, ad fatigue. This is the biggest thing. Another thing. Okay, I am marketing an event. Okay. So I have people, suppose I have 1,000 people who are registered for my webinar. Okay, they're already registered for my webinar. I run an ad and I'm reminding them that you have to attend the webinar tomorrow. So in that case, I'll need to have a very good frequency. So I would say that my frequency should be 10. All of these people, 1,000 people reach. This is reach, okay? They have to be shown the ad again and again and again saying, okay, remember buddy, you have to come tomorrow. Please don't forget. Don't forget. Generating how many impressions? 1,000 into 10. So I am going to attend, I'm going to generate 10,000 impressions. Because I don't care. I don't need a click from these people. I want to show them the ad again and again and again, and here is where frequency is also important. So whenever there are branding campaigns that we do, and I will come to it next time we will go into full-blown Facebook marketing. So Facebook has different objectives of campaigns. So one of the objectives is to make people crazy, you know, show them the thing again and again and again. In that case, frequency really helps. Okay. Now, the click-through rate, yes, Vishal, upgrade, Unacademy, they have been showing the ad again and again and again. Okay, one more thing. What should you do if your frequency is rising and you don't want the frequency to rise? First, easiest thing is just change the audience. Don't show it to the same people, na? All right. Another thing is show it to the same people. Change the color of the ad. Change the graphic in the ad. Show them something new that they can appreciate, that they can perhaps be, interested in again. Okay, CTR. So I have two ads. This is my ad 1. This is my ad 2. I am showing both of these ads to the same audience. Remember, I can target my audience whenever I'm doing digital marketing. Two things. It's measurable. It's targetable. All right. So I'm targeting it to the same audience. Ad 1 is generating 2% CTR. Ad 2 is generating 0.1% CTR. So 100 people are being shown. 1,000 people are being shown the ad. 20 people are clicking on this ad, but only one person is clicking, one person is clicking here, right? So probably this ad 2 is not good for this audience. I will have to change this ad into something else. Click-through rate is an indication of how interested your audience is in the ad. So what I'll do is I'll change the ad. I'll say, okay, I'll at least need to have a 3% CTR. All right, very, very important. CTR is a measure of how good is that, CTR is a measure of how interested your audience is in your ad. Okay, if the CTR is low, you change the ad. If the CTR is low, you change the audience. If the CTR is low, you might even think, oh my God, what I'm selling is not right. If I'm selling a mobile phone, like everybody is selling a MI mobile phone at 12,000, I'm also selling it for 12,000. I see impression generated. I'm like, okay, what is it? What is the big deal? I don't click on it. Then I put a new ad in which I say 20% discount only today. Buy it, buy this ad. I will immediately click on it. It will give me a better CTR. Okay. CPM, and this is the most important thing. CPM is a measure of how, in a way, it is a measure of the audience. Okay, I cannot explain this without an example. Let me try to give you an example. Okay, so I have two audiences. One is the All India audience, and the second is a Delhi audience. All India audience is 10 million. Delhi audience is 1 million. Delhi is smaller than All India. I will see that the CPM for All India will be lesser than Delhi CPM. So this CPM will be around rupees 20. This will be more expensive. It will be rupees 50, assuming. Because the cost to reach people in Delhi, the cost to reach, right? Like the cost to show them the ad is more expensive in Delhi because there are less people. There is more competition. There are 20 ad bidders who are bidding for All India. There are 30 people who are bidding for Delhi. So you will have to spend more money to reach these people. Audience is smaller and a lot of people want to show their thing on to the audience. Remember, ads are auctions. I will talk about it later. I don't want to confuse you. Whenever you want to show an ad, it is an automatic bid. I say I will pay CPM 20 rupees. Somebody else says, no, I will pay CPM 22 rupees. Then 22 person will be shown the ad. 20 wala will not be shown the ad. So this is a measure of how good the audience is. If I put an ad Okay, and I see that the CPM, I'm expecting the CPM to be 100 rupees and the CPM is 10 rupees, I will be happy. I will be like, oh my God, this is not costing me too much money to put this thing to my people. It's a good thing to have low CPMs, but that's not the end. Suppose kariye CPM is 10 rupees, but cost per click is too expensive. So it is easy to show the ad amongst the audience, but the audience does not want to click on it at all. All right. Clear? And this is something which will be clearer with examples. I'm just giving you the significance of these numbers. Okay. Now, I spent 100 rupees. Okay. I generated 50 clicks. Okay. 100 rupees, 50 clicks. I'm sorry. 100 rupees may I reached. I'm sorry. I generated impressions. 1000. And I got clicks 50. Okay. What is the CTR? CTR is 50 upon 1000 into 100. 50%. Oh, nahi. Kya ho gaya? What happened to me? CTR is 5%. Okay. Now what happened was, however, what happened was, out of 50 people, only conversion was 1. Okay. So what is my, even though my click-through rate was 5%, you know, people out of 1000 impressions, my ad was good enough for 50 people to click on it. So the ad interested those people. However, when they clicked on the landing page, okay, so suppose kariye the ad says, you know, free, the ad says 100, like 80% discount. I want to buy shoes. I see 80% discount. When I click on it, I go on a landing page. It says 80% discount. Terms and conditions apply. You know that, right? You go into a shop, the shop says that, you know, mega sale going on, 80% off. You walk into the shop, you see, sir, these clothes are 80% off. Everything else is on thing. So what they do is they put all their cheap clothes in one place. They say, okay, all these things which are not selling is for 80%. So you got the person in the shop, but you did not allow, you not get the person to buy. So then in case conversion is 1, the conversion rate is 1 out of 50. It is 2%, right? If there is a low conversion rate, it is the mistake of the landing page. Okay. If there is a low click-through rate, it is a problem with the ad, because people saw the ad, they don't want to click on it. Now they saw the ad, they loved it, they clicked on it, you got a good 5% click-through rate. All right. However, you go there and you don't like the page, or the page does not load, or the page loads, then there is some other page. I get frustrated, I close it, I don't convert. In that case, the conversion rate is less. So conversion rate is a function of the landing page. Click-through rate is a function of the ad. Okay. So if I were to look at, you know, I were to look at ads, and this is something the digital marketers, we guys do it at a lot of times. People will say, okay, sir, what is the problem? I am spending so much money, I am not getting conversions. So I will see, oh my God, your conversion rate is good, but click-through rate is not good. If you were to increase your click-through rate, you would get more conversions. This is the other case. So I would say that, buddy, change the ad. Your ad is not good. Put something in the ad which makes people click, because when they click and come on your landing page, they want to convert, but they don't find something attractive in your ad which makes them click to reach the landing page. Second case, click-through rate is good. 5% is a good click-through rate. However, conversion rate is very less. I'm saying that, okay, I'm getting so many people, I'm getting 50 people here, only one is converting. If I change this landing page, I can make 10 people convert. Then I can have a better conversion. Then I can have a better conversion percentage. So the conversion rate is a function of the landing page. The click-through rate is a function of the ads. All right. I think that should be enough for today. We've gained a lot of insights into how ads work. How do you measure the ad? How you can measure, you can maybe even optimize. We even talked about a couple of ways by which we can optimize ads, troubleshoot ads. Nowadays, you know that now you will be able to know that frequency has to be kept. One last thing, I said that 5% is a good CTR. I cannot say this, okay? CTR, CPCs, cost per conversions, all of them depend on so many things. Okay, so people keep asking me all the time. They are like, okay, Ashu has been working in digital marketing for 10 years. Let us ask him a question. So this happens a lot with me. People call me and they say, Ashu, what should be the ideal cost per conversion? I'm like, dude, that is incomplete information. What are you selling? Who are you selling it for? What are you trying to do with it? All of that really matters to tell me this. Now, recently I was running a very big campaign for page like campaign hota hai na? So I had no idea how much that page like will cost. I was working with the help of some other people. They gave me a ballpoint figure. They said that, okay, buddy, it takes 7 rupees. Usually when somebody runs a campaign like this, it costs 7 rupees for a page like. Then I ran the campaign and I was getting page like for 2 rupees. Now I know that I'm doing the right thing. Nobody can say that there is what is a good CPM, what is a good CPC, what is a good conversion rate. It depends case by case, industry by industry, audience by audience. All right. So never say that you can have only one thing. You can only estimate these, and you also need to estimate all of these things, because on this will depend the amount of money that you're spending and the kind of results that you're getting. I hope you liked this class. For anybody who's watching this on YouTube, this is our first class for digital marketing ads. There are 6 more classes which are on my YouTube channel. You can look at the 6 classes. There is also a playlist there. Those 6 classes cover the basics and the SEO. This is our first class, which is an introduction into how do you measure digital marketing ads. Thank you, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, over. Now I'm talking to everybody else. So guys, what's going on? Anybody has any doubts, any questions? Great. Good love. You wanted to ask about the CTRs, right? It's very difficult to predict CTRs and CPCs, actually. All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay, tomorrow, no class. All right. And we will meet day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a couple of things to do day after tomorrow. And now we will get into Facebook ads. I'll think of some method by which I can teach you Facebook ads in a very good way. All right. Thank you so much. And everyone have a great day.